Before I introduce our last selection, I would just kind of like to remind you what I said at the beginning of the concert, that tomorrow at 3 o'clock in this auditorium, the orchestra will be having its concert. And then this coming Tuesday, something that you won't want to miss here. It won't actually be in this concert hall, but it'll actually be in what we call the Music Annex. And if you aren't familiar with that, hopefully everybody here knows where Then and Now Antiques is. And we're right across the street. So we share the front doors with Lakeshore Design. And you can either come in the front doors or the municipal parking lot in the back. And you'll see our big trailer and the door that says Trine University on it. And then you come in the back door and up the steps and down the hall. And on Tuesday night at 7 o'clock, our vocal ensembles will be presenting The Impresario, which is a short opera, an operetta, by Mozart. Very entertaining. If you haven't seen or heard of much Mozart he really had a great sense of humor. Sometimes we think that classical composers were all stuffy, with the white wigs and everything like that. If you've seen the movie Amadeus, it might give you a little bit of a feeling for it, but if not, Mozart's operas are hilarious. If you just kind of think about the topics, because some composers would write about legends like La Favola d'Orfeo by Monteverdi and things like that. But Mozart wrote about what was popular at the time. Like, for example, one of his operas was Così fan tutti, which translates as They Do Everything. The subtitle is The School for Lovers. Another one of his operas is Don Giovanni. And that may be one you've heard of, but of course, who was Don Giovanni? The world's greatest lover. And that's what that was all about. He wrote another one, The Abduction from the Seraglio, which takes place in Turkey because Turkish style happened to be really popular in Vienna at that time. And so they just kind of give you an idea. Mozart really knew how to write for his audience. And this is one of his short ones, and so you don't have to worry about coming here and sitting, coming over there and sitting for 3 hours. The opera, this is one of very short, it's only about 40 minutes. And the students are doing just a marvelous job with it, and they are just hilarious. I never knew some of these students were that funny. Yeah. You'll be amazed too. So that's this coming Tuesday, and it's in the Music Annex. So like I said, it's right across from Then and Now Antiques. You'll see the big sign there's a big sign in the window that says Trine Music Annex there. Just come on in. No admission charge, like I said, and that's Tuesday. And then of course, coming up tomorrow is the orchestra in here. So that's what we have coming up, and some other things too. That there's a recital and lots of stuff. This is a very busy time of year for us. So, with all of that, let's conclude our concert today. This piece, a fantasy on a Gaelic, what is it? Hymn song. Fantasy on a Gaelic hymn song. Yeah. The Gaelic hymn song is Morning is Broken. And I would like to see a show of hands. How many of you know the song Morning is Broken? Oh, good. Not a single one of them knew it. Well, the guy with the gray hair did it. But nobody else knew that song, Morning is Broken. What you may not know, though, is that the original name for that song was Child in a Manger. And it was written on the Isle of Mull, just off the coast, just off the western coast of Scotland. And so it was actually originally a Christmas song. And then these words were put to it later, and then, of course, Cat Stevens made it really popular in the 60s. Well, David Holsinger took this tune, beautiful little tune, and did a fantasia on it, which starts off, you hear a statement of the original Morning is Broken, and then it kind of morphs, and he does some really interesting things with it. So you'll hear some things that are very contemporary. There's a technique in it called a multimeter, where you'll hear different meters being layered on top of each other. Like, for example, some members of the band, some sections will be playing in a duple meter in 2, and others will be playing in 3s. And others will be playing in a bigger 3 And so you've got all of these different things that don't really seem to work together, but they fit together. Okay, Holsinger and really clever in the way that he put this all together. So you can listen for that as we get into this, and I hope you've enjoyed your the day, and maybe you came to the jazz concert, which if you didn't, you really missed it. It was a great concert. Lots of things we have going on here. So without any further ado, and then I'll have you listen to me talk anymore, here is Fantasy on a Gaelic Hymn Song.